Good morning, guys. Midwest Tour Review here, back again. I am out in the shop working on everything. I do got some reviews coming up. This company reached out to me. They sent me this 3-plane professional laser level. So I'm going to be doing a review on that. I think there's been other reviews out there already on it. So I don't know what more I can add, but I'm sure we can use it for something. So on the John Deere 320, so I got a couple irons in the fire. I'm going to see how they shake out, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And maybe we'll be adding something new to the shop as well. But on the 320 here, yesterday I did not record the video because it was really cold outside, and yeah, I was a wimp. So we got the frame and around the engine power washed out. We got everything cleaned up, as you know, for what it is. I'm going to still go around it with some degreaser and wipe everything down by hand, and then we're going to go ahead and do a on here and get it all cleaned up and looking nicer than what it currently does, because the power washer is great, but I live out in the rural area and we don't have asphalt driveways. We have gravel driveways, and so you know how that goes when trying to power wash something. So she does drive under her own power now, so or move rather under her own power, meaning that I have a little gas tank set up there and a IV run into the carb, or the pump rather, lift pump, but she does good. So I need to put new fuel line in, which I'm probably going to go ahead and go buy that today and see about putting some copper fuel line in and get that knocked out. We've not done a service on her yet, so I do know we need a new oil filter or air filter, because that thing's shot. Not the foam protector, but the filter is really dirty, and it could use to be updated. We need to clean around here. Obviously I couldn't spray around there because I don't want water going down into the carb, so we'll hand clean that, change the oil, check the hydraulic fluid. The coolant level is good on here, so I'm not going to mess with that. But yeah, I need to get the frame all sprayed up and get that all updated, and that'll be good to go. I am going to convert this tractor. So here's my son was out here messing with the hydraulic arm here yesterday. So I am going to modify this. Right now, this tractor is set up for a hydraulic deck for mowing. I don't need that on here. I have a big John Deere mower over there in the small barn. And so this tractor here is going to be used. I'm going to put a plow on it, which I got to call the guy today to see if I can come pick it up. I'm going to put a plow on it, front mounted plow, and then we're going to set it up for that type of work. So it's got the hydraulic leads here for the deck, but we're going to reroute them and make it an H1 or hydraulic 1 setup. So that'll be pretty cool. I don't think I need to paint the wheels and all that stuff too, so I'll probably go ahead and sand those down once I get the body panels done. The panels themselves are over here. I got those power washed a couple days ago, so they're just sitting here. They dried out in the shop. We need to go ahead and do a light sanding, get the sanding block on there. They won't require too much. We're going to mask off the decals, because there's no point of replacing decals if the decals are fine. I actually considered for a moment, if the seat pan did not have as much rust as it has on it, I would have used Penetrol. If you guys remember, I coated all my tools in Penetrol, and it was a protectant, but it also works great in terms of like preserving patina. And I've seen guys do it on hot rods. They do the whole vehicle in a Penetrol wipe down, and it looks really nice. The only problem is on this tractor, there's other blemishes and things I don't like. And so I figured, you know what, just go ahead and just do a full body paint and we'll be done. I'm not going to try to, I don't know if this is from the factory like this, but that's the sloppiest decal or sticker attachment job I've ever seen. It is what it is. And we got a couple little dents and dings we got to bang out around the body of it as well. I'm going to take you guys over to the small shop. So real quick before we get there, I was working on the 96 Chevy. I love this truck. I really would love to buy a newer truck again. But man, I really do love this truck. The only thing, I got to put new rockers in it. Cab corners are restored. I did all that work myself. I put in all new cab corners, but I have this big ding right here. My father-in-law, I guess maybe he got drunk one night and hit something, because I don't remember that being on there when I first joined the family. So, but this was his first new truck that he had bought, and then I drug it out the cornfield and then rebuilt it, put, you know, new suspension, new transmission, new clutch, new fenders, new doors, new cab corners, fixed the rot around the fender on the bed, a new tailgate, new grill or newer grill, the bumper valance there, fog lamps, mirrors, interior. So I did all that myself, wheels, brakes, etc. And so we went on and did a little bit of service work on the truck today. I have a misfire on cylinder 5, so we're probably going to end up having to pull the plugs and put new plugs in it. For some reason I felt like I put new plugs in it, but maybe looking down there, I don't think maybe I did. Maybe I thought I did, but didn't do it. And I put some of that Rotella, because this truck's got high miles on it. She's older. She needs every bit of viscosity that she could possibly get in order to stay running. It only has 210,000 miles on it, but that's a lot, especially for a truck here in the Midwest. So yeah, even the light works on there. So, but yeah, we did all that this morning. I think I got to pull the front grill clip off and change some bulbs out, because I think my sight marker, or at least on the driver's side, they're burnt out. Oh, also put new headlights in there as well. All right, let's go ahead and make our way over to the small shop. All right, in the small shop, it's a mess in here. We still haven't cleared out all the stuff from the previous owners that own the property. So we still, that's going to happen this summer. And then we're going to do a lot of updating in here. We're going to put up some paneling on the, so just some plywood on the walls and kind of stuff like that, because you really can't do a whole lot to this place, because the barn's over like 100 years old. My property is over 122 years old. And so there's not a whole lot you can do to this structure, but we're just going to make it a little bit more sound. Apparently I've got a slow leak in that rear tire on that John Deere 316 that we fully refurbished. I need to also put in the other tail light, because that's the newer, that's for the 318, 317. I can't remember. No, I pulled it out of 400. And so that's going to get wired in where they actually do work. The 316s never came with working rear tail lights, but we're going to make those work. Something I picked up new here is this John Deere sprayer. This is a John Deere 5B. It is a agricultural sprayer for your property. And this is, I think, 69, 68, something like that. It's got a little Briggs & Stratton 2.5 horsepower engine on it. It does work. I fired it up the day that I brought it home. I picked it up in Michigan. Drove about 3 hours to go get it. Brought it home. Looks like it carries about 18 gallons worth of whatever you're going to spray on your lawn. Everything's there. It's all complete. Got the original copper wand, which is awesome. Just aluminum and copper. The hoses are all there. Looks like someone has already gone through and updated the hose, the nozzles on the back. I need to test that out. That's the only thing I have not done, is to make sure that everything's pumpulating like it's supposed to be. And then we're going to do a light touch up on the bracketry. Not the can itself. That's all fine. We do need to clean it up because it had tape on there and it got over the John Deere logo. So we need to clean it up, wipe it down, and all that good stuff. But this arm in the back, we are going to clean that up. I think that's original. So I was thinking about painting it yellow, but I think I may just go ahead and leave it white. I don't know yet. And then we will update and clean up the engine as well at some point in time. This John Deere 750, which is my bigger one here. That's the one that I'm working on my driveway with. That's the one that does all the plowing and all the major work on the property. It's a trailer, it's a garage queen right now because there's not a lot I can do with the weather. But this summer, hopefully we'll get her out and do some content on that as well, if you're into tractor stuff. And then, like I said, the 317 here, or 316, and I got to fix this tire, and I just filled it up with fuel. I need to do a service on that as well. It needs a new oil filter. Well, that's actually, yeah, it does. It needs a new filter. It needs an oil change and all that kind of stuff. And my little what is this? It's a Husqvarna, yeah. Zero turn. I need to go ahead and service it as well. This came with the property. When I bought the property, I negotiated that into the deal as well. So I got a couple other panels over here in my area that I chop up our firewood for. I got to go ahead and get these power washed today as well. I need to get all this cleaned up, raked up before the wife starts yelling at me about that. She don't yell at me about anything. Who am I kidding? I don't have that kind of wife. Maybe you guys do, but I don't. My wife doesn't say much about stuff like that. Outside of the house is mine. The inside of the house is hers. So, but that's about it, guys. That's pretty much what I'm doing today. I'm going to post this video. If you guys are interested and just kind of follow me around on my day, leave it in the comment section and I'll capture some video footage of all this stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I got these gigantic garage lights that my brother and I think we can sell. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's it. Got the real quick. I got the my bike out yesterday. Larry Borgstrom. I saw one of your comments like, "Hey, it's not quite ready for riding season." It was yesterday, man. I got out in this thing and we rode pretty good. So she needs a bath. She needs wax or polished and waxed and all that kind of stuff. So I ordered the equipment to do that. I got a polisher from Chemical Guys, and I got to order some McGuire's 205 and 110 polishes, cutting and finish polish. I got to get those ordered, and then when it warms up this spring, I'm going to go ahead and pull it out, and we're going to get that cleaned up. She looks clean on camera, but she is not clean in person. And then the one big thing I'm going to change on it, I'm actually looking to get another bike. I'm looking to get a Harley Street Glide, and that one will be for the wife and I to ride on. And this is just going to be they call it a bar hopper. I don't drink, so I'm not hopping bars, but I will be hopping McDonald's in that thing. So let me see here. What else? Tools. With the exception of like the Cornwell screwdrivers that my boy hooked me up with, Power Stroke Jude got those for me. I don't have a Cornwell dealer, so he spoke with his Cornwell dealer and got all that arranged for me. So thank you, Power Stroke Jude, for that. I got some more tools coming from my boy Steve-O. Steve-O's he's got stuff on the way, so that'll be here probably sometime next week, and I'll have that on the channel. I've been working on the site locker, kind of doing some video footage on that. If you guys are interested in the site locker, make sure you let me know. I'm going shelf by shelf, and it's more or less for me than it is for you in a way, because I'm trying to recall what all that I have. I'm not a mechanic. I'm very open and honest about that. I just have a pretty bomb-ass setup. So, and on my property is enough things for me to take care of that, because I don't have, the only new car that I have is that black Impala sitting out there. That's the only newer car. My wife's car is several years older than that. And so if something breaks, we're more likely gonna fix it ourselves. We have all this property and the building, so there's no need for us really to pay someone else to do it if we can do it ourselves. So we pretty much do all our service work here. So that being said, I've got a lot of things in here that I've purchased over the years, and I'm just kind of going through trying to recall what all I have, marking the cases so I can easily go to it when I need it, and that's pretty much it. So all right, guys, that's it for the video. I am going to go ahead and get off here, and yeah, you know, leave those comments, and we'll see how the day shakes out, and we'll figure it out from there. All right, catch you in the next one. Peace.